On the next MASH, an inspired thought
What do they really want? Sex.
becomes an obsession.
A girl with a face that doesn't quit. A girl with so much body she should be continued on the next girl.
Dr. Pierce begins making an unbelievable number of house calls, and it seems like the whole unit's going into heat.
Sickening.
Animals.
It's the case of the Kissin' Physicians on MASH. On the next MASH, prepare for an attack by the North Korean Air Force.
Take cover!
Air raid!
What air raid? It's 5 o'clock, Charlie.
From out of the skies he came, one brave enemy flyer, on a collision course with history.
I say, he's got a cough today, doesn't he?
It's a wonder he can fly at all.
He's dedicated and highly trained, and there's only one man dumb enough to try and stop him.
It's Pearl Harbor all over again!
On MASH. On the next MASH, Henry's enthusiasm
I bet there isn't a guy out here in this godforsaken toilet with trees that's got his wife's permission to horse around.
suddenly turns to suspicion.
There's guilt all over this letter.
Is his wife cheating on him? And can Hawkeye perform special surgery by remote control?
Shall I diaper, Doctor?
Yes, and then the baby.
The good, the bad, and the baby on MASH. The next MASH is all about love.
Let me press my ears against your lips.
Alex Karras shows the love of a patient for his doctor.
And I'm going to pay you back, Doc. Anything, you just name it.
For Henry, it's the love of sport, while Klinger loves civilian life.
You gotta let me go, sir. I just have to get married.
You're not pregnant, are you?
Hawkeye loves breathing.
Oh, don't play coy with me, you heartbreaker.
And love strikes radar on MASH. On the next MASH,
Captain Pierce, officers returning from leave are supposed to check in with the commanding officer upon their return.
Hello, honey, I'm home.
Hawkeye loses an old friend.
He's gone, Hawkeye. He got his orders. He's been shipped stateside.
What?
Trapper's gone. He got his orders.
But he makes a new friend on the same day.
Captain Pierce?
Hi.
Goodbye, Trapper. Hello, BJ on MASH. On the next MASH,
Can I picture a Shirley Temple or a Roy Rogers?
Is it true about those two?
Come on, would you?
Mike Farrell joins the 4077, and that's not all.
We're getting a new commanding officer.
The unit goes from one boss
Not that we could command, and I'd have had you out of that dress.
I'm not that easy.
to another. Harry Morgan joins the fun.
On your feet, soldier. I'm Colonel Potter.
It's a whole new ballgame on MASH. On the next MASH,
Your hand is filthy.
I was leaning against a dusty nurse.
For a change.
a wounded steed is a horse in need.
Hey, wait a minute. You just gonna shoot it?
Well, I think he's pretty badly hurt.
Well, you can't do that.
And it's Radar's Rangers to the rescue.
You know anything about horses?
I stepped in some manure once.
You're in charge.
No horsing around. You'll get a big kick out of the next MASH. On the next MASH,
Oh, Colonel, I've been up and down on a merry-go-round ever since I got here. I've hardly slept a wink.
Well, war is hell.
Hot Lips comes back from Tokyo with big news.
I'm engaged to be married.
Has she finally met Mr. Right?
Lieutenant Colonel, huh?
Oh, yes. I couldn't love anyone who didn't outrank me.
How will Frank take it?
Get ready to duck. He's liable to explode.
On the next MASH. On the next MASH, Hot Lips' honeymoon hits a snag.
He stopped talking. He stopped smiling. He stopped everything.
While Charles wants out.
You're staying because I need you. And if I refuse, you'll be making gravel at Leavenworth. Comprendi?
I'm not going to play second scalpel to this garbanzo for the rest of the war.
Why don't we avoid the Christmas rush and start hating him now?
On the next MASH, is BJ an imposter?
Come on, this is ridiculous. The Army has all my credentials. Acme Medical School, residency at Joe's Hospital and Auto Supply, and then there's my practice at Schultz's Mortuary.
But it's no laughing matter.
Willful misconduct. This is no practical joke. This is a bona fide charge.
Spy catching.
What league are the Brooklyn Dodgers in?
League of Women Voters.
So far, he's right.
On the next MASH. On the next MASH.
That's what this country needs, a good 1 cent cigar.
Klinger's stogie isn't all that stinks.
He couldn't even face me, the dirty, miserable weasel.
What are you going to do?
Get a divorce, that's what.
Hawkeye takes a shot for peace.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Going to Panmum Jump.
What?
Going to the peace talks.
The peace talks? Why?
To stop the war!
On MASH. On the next MASH.
Pierce, you're temporary CO.
I'm who?
There goes the war.
But I'm a coward. My insignia is a cringing chicken. I don't know how to give orders.
That's all right. No one around here knows how to take them.
Hawkeye's in for a shock when he takes over the unit.
Welcome to your new job, sir.
Will the strain of leadership turn Captain Pierce into Commander Hyde?
Meantime, you stay in the back seat where you belong.
On the next MASH.
What is he saying? Either he's thanking me for saving his life or his shorts are too tight.
A congressional aide is snooping around the unit. What's he after?
Congressman Lurie has obtained incontrovertible evidence that this MASH unit is harboring a communist sympathizer.
Who are you talking about?
Major Margaret Houlihan.
Red baiting.
Do you always treat enemy soldiers?
Of course not, only if they're sick.
On MASH. On MASH.
She seeks revenge. You are in danger.
Don't worry, I'll talk to her. Turn on the charm. I have a way with older women.
Klinger's kindness backfires. And so does Hawkeye's promise to a dying soldier.
Make sure that money gets to my folks if I don't make it. They can use it.
Yeah, all right, I'll do what you want.
Okay.
A mystery.
Well, I'm afraid it's bad news. He didn't make it.
Who got him, their side or ours?
On MASH. On the next MASH.
Everything stinks.
The wet blanket mood changes when everyone answers letters from a class of 4th graders.
My kid definitely has the makings of a U.S. senator. This letter goes on for 5 pages and says absolutely nothing.
From the saving of a booze hound.
Bottoms up.
To the amazing legend of Hoops Potter.
When it comes to basketball, I'm the bee's knees.
Everyone takes their best shot on MASH. On the next MASH.
Sir, are you challenging me? You bet your blue blood.
Do I hear the sound of a grudge match? Bridge hands with brass knuckles on them?
Yes.
But while the Colonel and Charles square off at bridge, Hawkeye's day off ends a little early.
Come on, baby. I'm sitting here with my brass exposed.
Our hero's captured by a North Korean soldier.
Sorry if I took your parking space. I'll be out of here in a jiffy.
Ambush on MASH. On the next MASH.
It's a delinquency report. It seems that one Sherman T. Potter is charged with reckless driving in Kimpo.
Suffering buffalo chips.
The Colonel goes to traffic school.
The Army driver, ambassador with a clutch.
And BJ's wife needs some extra money.
You seem down in the dumps.
Peg's going to take a job as a hostess at Papaneck's coffee shop.
So BJ gambles big on MASH. On MASH.
Let me defend you, Klinger, and I assure you, you won't regret it.
Klinger's accused of theft, and it's Winchester to the defense.
It'll be the most rational decision you've made since you renounced women's wear.
Will he lose?
The first syllable of Winchester is win.
Okay, Major, you've got yourself a client.
Klinger courts disaster.
You're as good as cleared, Max. I could whip him with one deposition tied behind my back.
On MASH. On the next MASH, Hawkeye gets his head examined.
Hello, snake pit. We never close.
Hawk, it's BJ. How you doing?
How the hell do you think I'm doing? I've been locked up for the last week in a whackateria.
The final show of the series tells what happened to everyone in the 4077.
The war is coming to an end. Everybody's on stage with the finale. If you don't mind, I'd like to exchange my straitjacket for something in a 39 North.
A special 2-hour MASH farewell.